Hey guys, how we doing out there, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've done a video, and no, I'm not dead. I just disappeared for a little while. No, what it is, I love game hunting, I love video games and all that kind of stuff, but when I would go hunting, sometimes it just felt like I was just kind of bragging about the things that I had, whereas that's not what this is about. It's just always been about I'm passionate of video games. I always have been, always will be. So I just want to focus on video games. I mean, it is good when you find a bargain out there in the wild, but there's just so much I want to share and so much content that I want to make. Anyway, so I really took a step back and was kind of like, should I keep game hunting? Should I not? Like, I ended up with so much stuff in my house, it was ridiculous. I had to just throw a lot of stuff out. So it's really just about having the quality items in my collection. And, a lot of stuff these days, like, I'm a retro gamer through and through. I still play on a CRT, a PVM, I play the Super Nintendo all the time. But as is the way of the future, moving forward, technology, I've been getting really into hacks. So, for example, like official kinda. So, like, I got the Super Nintendo, and there's lots of videos online about this, but hacked this, and it has everything 16-bit and 4 buttons. So, like, I've put Super Nintendo, Genesis, TurboGrafx CD, uh, Meimei, as in, like, we got Capcom Play System 1, 2, 3. We got Neo Geo, like all the good fighting arcade games on here. Even PlayStation 1 I got working, Game Boy Advance. And I know PlayStation 1 is a lot of like 3D graphics, but I just put mostly the 2D 16-bit sprite graphics. That's what this is. Like, it's all custom. But yeah, I'm like, I'll just give this away if anybody wants it. All of my hacks, I'm not trying to make money or anything. It's just I'm passionate about gaming. And I actually got an animated boot screen of some place on the internet. It was off a forum or something. It's so good. It looks like it's made by Nintendo. It's like animates Super Nintendo. Anyway, so I also let me just move some stuff. I also got into hacking the Nintendo Mini, and I just put all the 8-bit stuff on here. So, like, Nintendo Entertainment System, Famicom Disk System, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Master System. So yeah, all that kind of shit. Anyway, you may or may not know. I'll just show you. So the way to hack them is Hackchi, and you use a on-the-go adapter. That's what this cord's called. So you can just put a USB there, and then still plug in the power lead, and then just HD. It's easy. But yeah, it's so good having all of the games on these. And the thing is, Nintendo actually put a really good CRT filter in this. It's sick. And then once you got RetroArch in here, you can integer scale. So basically scale times 2 the pixels. It looks smoother and better. And you can play it. I've been fooling around. Like, that's why I have screens behind me. Because the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo and the PlayStation hacks also I just want the best screen for that, because it was 240p content. Now it's running through a HDMI cord at 720p. So I'm just trying to perfectly scale it, and on a PC monitor it actually looks really good. So I just use this little doobie here, and it actually has a port for sound, if I can get it to focus. So you just run the mini console HD cord into this, then this into a monitor, and it looks so good. I have a little Sony one. Like, I just been picking them up for free off Facebook. Anyway, moving on. I also bought one of these, and it didn't have it just had like the stock everything. This is a Miyu Mini Plus. Like, I don't like buying Chinese bloody rip off handheld stuff. Like I love just Nintendo handhelds basically. But this thing, like I'm not sponsored. This thing is seriously fucking awesome. Like I haven't had like a Chinese device anything like this before. The battery life is ages. Like it lasts for so long. It runs Game Boy Advance at perfect aspect ratio, and the screen is chef's kiss. But yeah, so literally that'll run everything up to PS1 perfectly. Anyway, enough about that. Just one more thing about the OTG adapter that goes in the back of the mini consoles. So like the setup I've got it down to now is this. Instead of that long cord, it's actually so good. Go in here like that. If I put it in the right way. So there, that's it. That's including all the games. And you can put up to like a terabyte on there. So good. Anyway. The other thing. This is the Neo Geo. So this has the complete Neo Geo library and Capcom Play System 1, 2, and 3. But this is the Neo Geo Arcade Stick Pro. It just comes with 40 games or something. But yeah, obviously modded this, USB. It's just, I love buying the official products and then modding it to have the complete library, especially if it's old retro stuff. A lot of the games are so expensive, hard to access. Call it what you want, but I'm just a big fan of it. And this is actually so good with the clicky sticks. That I have so much stuff to talk about and show you, but that actually brings me over. Well, actually, sorry. First of all, my Nintendo Switch shit itself, out of nowhere. I was like, what the hell's happening? I look at the back, it was actually swollen like this, and my Nintendo Switch was almost about to explode because the battery was fucked, basically. Anyway, so long story short, I swapped out all of the parts from my Switch to make it look like my favorite console ever, the controller. Look at that. So good. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that because all the parts are from Extreme Rate. It's this company that sell replacement parts. Again, I hate buying cheap imitations and stuff, but this one, like, the quality's sick. Everything Extreme Rate have is really good quality, I gotta say. Not sponsored, but I highly recommend them. So I actually got a broken DS for free from a thrift store. And then I got an Extreme Rate case, as you can see here. This is the smoke grey. And then another hack that we all know about, the R4 card hack. If I can just focus that there. You just put a little micro SD in there. Just playing some Pokemons, as you do. But how sick does that look? This was only $30, so broken DS, got this case. Like, it was just hanging on by the ribbon cable. It was crazy. But yeah, got the case, put it on. Works perfectly. Like, I couldn't believe it. So that's really what sparked my passion for wanting to just repair, hack. Like, I never want to really solder something, like with a soldering iron, or change stuff too much. I like to keep it as original as it can be and feel, but with, get the most out of whatever you can of the device. So, like, for example, the Super Nintendo Mini, you're way better off just hacking it and having the complete library. Why wouldn't you want that? But I also I bought an Xbox, an Xbox One X, because they're about to jump up in price, I can tell. Especially those Scorpio edition. Anyway, long story short, I bought one of those because I wanted it plays like the black HD 4K movies. Anyway, I wanted to play it for that. I only paid like $100 on Facebook. It came with a controller, not even the matching controller. So this is a new controller for the Series S and X, and it was missing the back cover. But again, this is Extreme Rate. Like, this is just a white controller. I actually kept all the original buttons, even the white ones, as you can see. and I just swapped out this. It actually took about 15 minutes. I've never done it before, but the quality of this is so good. This is called Glacier Blue. Oh my god, I love it so much. Anyway, almost done about extreme rate. Man, all this stuff's been keeping me busy as I almost break something. So my next task I want to do, I'm actually going to make a video about it and post it on my channel. I'm going to do top 10 videos, just funny, like, for example, 10 weird characters in video games, or 10 best Nintendo Switch import games that you wouldn't expect would be good, like just random stuff. But this is my childhood. Look at this, my childhood DS Lite, and it's so worn out. The D-pad, it's ridiculous. So I was like, screw it, extreme rate, $35. Look at this bad boy. I got a clear, transparent, like the whole thing is completely see-through. So I'm gonna swap this to this. So I'll do that on the next video that I post. One other thing I've been doing is I had so many bloody N64 controllers laying around that were basically trash because the sticks were fucked from playing Mario Party. And like even this one, I bought it for $5 off Facebook Marketplace. It was so disgusting and dirty. But yeah, it's just a Phillips screwdriver. A few screws, pop it off, clean it all up. This one, I'm actually waiting for the new stick. This is the genuine Nintendo. Like, look at that. That's shocking. The limp stick. You never want that. So what I do, I just get like this $20 joystick that they sell a lot of them on Amazon, eBay, that kind of shit. But I found one on Amazon, right? It's $20 Australian, so it's about $10 US. Like a lot of them, they're fancy. They have they're like big rubberized and this and that. I swear by this one. I'll put a link or whack it on the screen or whatever. It feels exactly like. Let me get a genuine one. It feels the same. It's the same. So hang, focus, you bloody bastard. There we go. It's almost the same size. Like obviously it's not exactly the same, but it feels really good. Like this one's got that grindiness. But even the 8-bit dough, I saw it. All their shit's good quality. But the boys like that chunky. It's too much. But this one, like, it's so precise. Like I was doing that game on Mario Party. How you gotta, I forget what it's called. You're running like along the top of like a ravine, and you can't fall off. This thing's sick. Anyway, but yeah, cleaned up the controller. I think this is a cool one. But I'll be looking at modding a GameCube as well with one of those GC loaders. So I'll have the complete like GameCube set digital on the GameCube, and we can play it through that. Because oh my god, GameCube games are so expensive these days. Last thing that I wanted to talk about before I get going is I always liked fighting games growing up, but recently, like, I forget who it was that said it. I think it was Mad Little Pixel, right? That you may or may not know this. I'll say it like you know nothing about fighting games. Almost every move in every fighting game is like this. Down, left, right, and a button. Like, you do like a quarter of a circle. Oh, hang on. Let me do it slow. Quarter of a circle and a button. And you can just... And you can basically use every fucking good move on every character in every fighting game. Like, it's a great place to start. So just try that out. Because whenever you're mashing buttons, you're losing. Like, you might think you're good, but you're not. And I really didn't know that until I turned 30. Shit, I'm getting old. But anyway, last thing I wanted to talk about was got really into fighting games. Neo Geo games are fucking sick. But the Nintendo Switch has been having some burlers. There's been some hits. There's been some real good... Like, the Dragon Ball Z fighting game, that one's mad. Obviously Smash Bros. But that's not the type of fighting game I'm talking about. The Street Fighter 2 remake, it's up there on the shelf. That's fucking sick. Like 2D, new graphics, all the controls are so precise. But I've got to give some shout outs here. You've got Blaze Blue. This game's fucking amazing. I've been playing this since the Xbox 360. 2D anime fighting. Hang on. There we go. And then you got this one here, Skullgirls. This is for the PS Vita, but they actually brought it back again. Same style, 2D. Those games are the best for fighting. And then the best fighting game compilation, or just fighting game period, in my opinion, ever made. Samurai Showdown, the OG. A lot of people love 2, or fucking 1, or whatever, the arcade ones. I think this is the best one. Number 4 in Japanese, it's sick. Like, it's got all the strobe effects, the flashing lights, the fucking, when you do superpowers, the blood's going everywhere. It's intense. It like zooms in and you go like into different dimensions where you fight. That's the best one for sure, in my opinion. Like, I've never played a fighting game anything like that. But yeah, this Skullgirls is, the controls in this are so fucking tight and precise, but there's just not enough characters. Like, I would have copped some fucking paid DLC. I would have spent money to have more characters. Just like in Dragon Ball FighterZ, like, goodness gracious, bring out a complete edition for $100 or something. It's cost me a fortune buying all the fighters. But yeah, great game. Anyway, moving on. So, it got me curious. I was like, I have my favourite fighting game here, but can I use this on the Switch? Maybe, I don't know. If I bought a bloody adapter, well, you can. You can play anything on anything, basically. It just takes a lot of mucking around. Anyway, I wanted to know, could I play this on the Nintendo Switch? Well, with one of these clicky fucking sticks. Now, this is just like the Neo Geo CD pad. You may or may not have heard of this. It's just been produced by 8BitDo, and they didn't work on anything except PC and that little tiny Neo Geo cabinet that they did. The rubbish. Anyway, then they brought out an update that if you do an update and you buy a different adapter, it works on the Nintendo Switch. And let me tell you, this does have a bit of dead zone, or it doesn't click or whatever, but this is fucking amazing. Life-changing. I recommend getting this for the Switch and really duke it out. But get 2 of them, because otherwise it's just not fair. You get too much of an advantage. But I will say, when you get it, it comes with this little adapter, right, in the box. Well, leave that in the box because it's rubbish. You actually have to buy the 8BitDo, or Do, however you say it, adapter 2. Come on, focus, you bastard. There you go. It's got the 2 on it. So buy the adapter 2, bring it home, do the firmware update. It's just on the 8BitDo website, and you have to do that, and then you'll have one working controller. And what you do, sync it up, it's working, it's good, done. Put it aside. Then, this is how you connect the second one to the Switch. I just want to share this because there's no information about it, or if it even works. So, you can't actually fit 2 of these bad boys in the Switch. Like, I'm sure you can get a fucking USB dock thing, whatever. If you've got a male to female USB cord just chilling around, you just put the old fella in here, and then plug that one in like that, and then you just plug the other one in, chunky boy, like that. But sync one of them at a time, connect to one of them at a time, and then you're gonna have the best fun playing Samurai Showdown or Street Fighter. Anyway, so I'm gonna get to making that DS shell replacement video. It's good to be back. I didn't know if I should or not. And, you know, I lost my drive because the longer you leave it, the harder it is to come back. But I really do love video games. I just don't like filling up my house full of things I don't need. I don't want to become a hoarder. And it's not good to, like, big note how much stuff you bought, really. Like, what's good is being a good person and caring for others. That's what's good. But if you can share your hobby and your passion and help others feel better, well, that's great. So that's why I'm back. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. And I'm not going to tell you what to do. But thanks for listening. If you made it this far, you're a fucking legend. Cheers. See you soon. Bye.